Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Doing something a little bit different this time around. A backstory BTS of the original MintmossClan. A character backstory status before the events of year 1 of MintmossClan. This video will explain the status of the clan founders and their final status before year 1. Anyway, let's get into this video. Rootclaw was a clan warrior before it was wiped out. She was apprenticed and trained under the deputy at the time, Crowstone, a thin dark gray, almost black tom with cyan eyes and a torn ear. Rootpaw, at the time, adored her mentor and brought out a side to him cats hadn't seen in a long while, due to Crowstone losing his mate and his daughter during kidding, and with Rootclaw being orphaned with her mother being taken by two legs, humans. Crowstone felt a strong desire to care for the young kit, and really stepped up in doing so, eventually being given Rootkit to train. Rootpaw earned her full name, Rootclaw, after stepping deeply into the paws of leadership, which got her ability to be the clan guide when rebuilding the clan. Rootclaw, warrior previous, Star Clan guide current. Lotuscall was a clan apprentice under Crowstone best friend, Taunashine. Taunashine is a fluffy cream and brown tabby she-cat with amber eyes. She has a bobtail and a blanker flower accessory. Lotuscall got his heart and personality from his cherished mentor and deeply looks up to her. Taunashine considers Lotuscall like a little brother, and they care deeply for one another. Lotuscall was heartbroken when poor Taunashine was killed by a wolf that was lingering in the forest. Taunashine and her mate, Ibiscall, a short-furred black and silver tortoiseshell she-cat with a heterochromia of cyan and green, and white chest and paws. Lotuscall earned his full name after the Sunset Patrol that avenged Taunashine and Ibiscall by killing the wolf. Lotuscall, warrior previous, warrior current. Frozenbloom was a clan medicine cat under her mentor, Baracall. Baracall was a strict cream and ginger tortoiseshell she-cat with bronze eyes. Baracall was cold to everyone and very strict with her teaching, often snapping at Frozenpaw during her training. Due to this, Frozenpaw had developed an equally snappy train when associating with her mentor. Frozenpaw was delayed her name for nearly 8 moons after she reached 12 moons due to her strained relationship with her mentor, and only earned her name after Baracall died. Baracall's death remains unknown, though Frozenbloom does regret the relationship they had. Frozenbloom then became the head medicine cat of MintmossClan, and still remains that. She started training Rootkit, Rootpaw, Frozenbloom, medicine cat previous, medicine cat current. Greenclaw and Mintfur were formerly kit types by the names of Lily, Greenclaw, and Tessa Mintfur. Upon joining MintmossClan, Lily and Tessa earned their clan names, Greenclaw and Mintfur, with Greenclaw being guided by Ibiscall before her death and Mintfur being guided by Rootclaw. When MintmossClan fell and had to be rebuilt, Mintfur took after Rootclaw and led the clan after her death, becoming Mintstar, while Greenclaw met Lotuscall and was expecting a litter. Greenclaw, kit-typed previous, queen current. Mintfur, kit-typed previous, leader current. Darkclaw was a senior apprentice in MintmossClan under his mentor, Rosethorn, a fluffy red and brown tortoiseshell she-cat with cyan eyes. She has a long scar running down her side from a fight with a rogue, but is a great warrior. Rosethorn is rather cold and gives this to her apprentice, causing him to grow up rather cocky and spiteful. Darkpaw earned his full name, Darkclaw, after the dark past of his father, Stonefrost, a cold killer in MintmossClan that killed his father and his brother. Darkit was born into the clan after his father died, and was raised by his mother, was emotionally scarred by her mate. She doesn't blame her kit, but feels minor resentment to him for looking like Stonefrost. Darkclaw is not aware of his father, and the clan thought it better not to tell him. He was named deputy after Mintstar became leader in honor of his drive. Darkclaw, apprentice previous, deputy current. Roachbush was a young warrior in MintmossClan. She was formerly a loner that resided outside the clan with her sister, Cloudshine. Roachbush and Cloud were inseparable as kits, and even when they grew older remained attached at the hip until Cloudshine was killed by Rogue. After losing her sister and being badly wounded, Roachbush sought help from MintmossClan and was invited to rest and heal. After she healed enough and started helping around the clan, the leader at the time, Galestar, invited her to join permanently, which she accepted, not knowing where else she could go. If she still had her sister, she'd stay. But now, Roachbush earned her name with a warrior's meaning and is now a young warrior in the clan. Roachbush, loner previous, warrior current. Rootfoot was an apprentice under Frozenbloom and is now a full-fledged medicine cat. She was born as Rootkit to her mother, Hazelwind, and her father, Riverleap, two well-respected warriors. She loved her parents but wanted more than anything to help and heal, than fight or hunt. While they respected her decision and trusted her, Hazelwind and Riverleap were worried about her future as a med cat, though they allowed her to pursue her dreams. Rootfoot eventually earned her full name after she used her parents' roots to find her footing in the clan. A meaningful and sentimental naming ceremony for her. She was given a hazel leaf from her mother to remember her by. Rootfoot Med Cat App, previous, Medicine Cat current. Greenspring and Cresswhisker were kits in MintmossClan and were born to Goldenthorn, a skillful hunter and part-time nursery queen and Mudsong, a strong and respected fighter who was a den builder for the clan. Greenspring and Cresswhisker are twin brothers, though Greenspring has his father's eyes, while Cresswhisker has his mother's eyes. Greenspring is a lighter brown tom with green eyes, while Cresswhisker is a dark brown with blue eyes. Greenspring is rather shy and polite, while his brother is cold and snappy. Both toms are currently senior apprentices, their mentors being Roachbush and Lotuscall. Greenspring and Cresswhisker, kit previous, apprentice current. Orangeberry was a kit-typed that joined the clan after almost drowning in a river. The warrior, Riverleap, who was Rootfoot's father, found him and died trying to save him, though his efforts were not in vain, as Orangeberry was saved and brought into the clan. He felt bad about Riverleap's death, but the warrior's kit, Rootpaw at the time, ensured he didn't blame himself and that her father was always noble regardless of the cat. Orangeberry then grew quite close to Rootpaw, later Rootfoot and her mother, Hazelwind, and became almost a grandfather figure for Rootfoot. Orangeberry now resides in the Elder's den from his injuries, but is often visited by Rootfoot. One cat, Lotuscall, caught Orangeberries, and he can't bring himself to say anything to the young tom. Orangeberry, kit-typed previous, Elder current. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was kind of a last-minute thing I wanted to do. Sorry, I know I've been procrastinating all month. Sue me, but I haven't had much of a motivation to make longer videos. I might take May off so I can focus on school and finalize assignments and study for exams. Sorry, I just have a lot going on currently with school and home, which I need to be present for. I will post speed paints if I feel like as a filler, so I'm not starving you of art.